Hey guys, welcome back to some Guild of Guardians. Today's video, we're going to be looking at one hero that is making a game changer in the Guild Boss. Then, of course, I'm going to show you the methodology behind the Guild Boss. We'll do our attack for today. And right now, we are waiting for the Fever cooldown. Right now, I believe it's about 8 minutes on cooldown. And ultimately, I am the player within Krektos that is doing the buffing. So I am a vice president or vice leader. We're putting up our guild inspiration. Then I'm doing the attack to get the inspiration buff. That is going to give both of the buffs up for the rest of the guild for an hour. And we want to make sure that we time this correctly based on the cooldown that we see of the guild boss. Now, looking at our guardians, there is one that is making a big change within this combination, and that is Thorit. I was lucky when I actually pulled this copy of Thorit. As you can see, does have the skin on there. It is the elite Thorit. But overall, this hero is the game changer. If you are not running him, if you are pay to win, if you are free to play, Thorit is the hero that is making a really big difference for a couple of different reasons. The first one being for 5 seconds, all allies have their attack speed increased by 100% for 8 seconds. That is the game changer when it comes to the damage you're putting out in this boss. Now, a lot different than we've seen with the last guild boss is this one not doing as much damage, not as hard to keep up with the guild boss aspect, and overall putting out a lot more attack faster because you're not taking as much damage. Then you look at Fortifying Fruit. This is another one if you're restoring energy with a banana. Again, this is kind of RNG, even the watermelon. This is going to go to a random ally once every so many seconds, and this can give you a good buff in there. The Masked Marvel, of course, looking in here, increases attack by 50%, which is huge, again, if you get this random buff on an ally. Mind Moves is another one. So it starts linking with an ally with the highest attack, which in my case is going to be Leah in this combination. Buffs the ally's basic attack damage by 10%. And as you can see, basic attack goes up by 30%. Now with Thorit, there's also an exclusive item that is right here that we want to focus on. So of course, looking here, transfers 30% of Thorit's attack to the linked ally. This is a game changer. Now the main stat on here is defense. We do not want that stat to be defense, so we can actually hop in crafting in the blacksmith. And I don't know if we can change it if they're wearing it. It looks like we can, because I see Leah's in here. I see all the other ones. So there is Thorit. Again, we do not want defense for this hero. We want to go ahead and refine this. Of course, it is going to cost diamonds. We are looking for attack. There's HP. Let's do it again. There's defense. Let's do it again. There's HP. This might be kind of crazy. I don't know if we're going to be able to get attack. There is attack. We are keeping the attack, and that's exactly what we want. Because remember, the attack is what is going to our linked ally for this hero. And of course, transfer 30% of the attack to the linked ally. That linked ally is going to be Leah. And if you remember my account, if you've watched a couple videos, Leah is by far, she is right now 14-7. We need one more legendary cracked heart to build up a little bit further. And then, of course, a little bit more of our keeper souls to build her up and shoot for 15-8. If we don't get that 15-8, we can go ahead, we can put some of our souls in there, trying to get her built up a little bit further because she is my primary damage dealer. Now, the other big hero of the team is Tarvos. Now, when it comes to Tarvos, when it comes to the healing ability, he has very important with the healing ability with this Void Ghost, but he also has this ability to buffing up the attack speed. So when you think of all the heroes, big picture, really having them work in unison, it is an absolute game changer with how they work and how they do work in unison. Being able to up the attack speed, faster attack speed, and faster attacks makes a big difference. I want to see exactly where we are with the guild boss. Think we have a couple more minutes in here before we can get this up. Now this guild boss, specifically, you can see we have 4 minutes till this is going to be up. But looking at this boss specifically and looking at this HP that drains targets. So I've tried a bunch of different heroes in here. And this, of course, is over a course of 6 seconds. Pretty big drain in here, especially because this is level 3. I'm 16% of max HP. If you're not running a hero like Tarvos or a shielding hero, which I don't know if the shields do make a difference in here. It didn't seem like it did, but you have to have a way to mitigate this damage. If you're using flicks for the heal, for the overheal, you have to have a way to ward off and really keep this damage from wiping out your entire team. This is the big one, which again, the Scorpion doesn't do too much damage overall. This is the drain that you have to get. And of course, upping the attack speed, going through the rotation of your hero's abilities faster will create more healing opportunities for them. Now, looking at this one, deals 200% of attack as physical damage to the nearest target and causes them to poison. Now, there is the ability to cleanse a poison on a few different heroes, but you can see it's 1% of max HP, which again, that's only 12%. This is 16% per second. So the ultimate ability in here, kind of crazy. And then this is also directly related and linked to what we see with our attack speed. So when you look here, he turns immune to all damage. The effect is broken after 20 hits. The faster you're producing those 20 hits, especially with Thorit's ultimate ability, which is that 100% faster attacks, you can get through this hardened skin ability a lot faster than we have in the past, which makes a big difference. Now, of course, like I said, we have 3 more minutes here, so we're gonna have to come back and visit him one more time. That way we can get everything up. Now, looking at the shop itself, looking at artifacts, we are not to the point where we have the ability to build these. And I have kind of said this before, that looking at the ability to have the artifacts in here, we don't know exactly what they're going to look like, because right here we have a lot more. And I believe the next iteration of the guild boss that we get will give us this final third piece right here of the Hydra scale. So the next boss is going to be a Hydra. Now, you'll also notice that there are legendary, there are epic ones. Epic ones, we're almost ready to build one of these out. I don't know what the priority is going to be. Again, being in here, and you can see even here with the Demon's Blood, seems like that might be another boss that is coming. So we're going to have to prioritize which one we're building in here and how exactly that's going to look. And then, of course, Guild possesses 1 level 2 artifact. This is going to give us some more resources out of here, so we can go ahead and buff up what we have. Now, in addition, I believe, and I don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but how it's going to look with building out those artifacts, because even inventory, we are getting pretty high. But building out the artifacts, I know they said that if the artifact goes for sale, you have the ability to build essentially a certain percentage of sales is going to go back to the guildies. Again, don't know exactly the dynamic of that, and when we get there and seeing exactly what that's going to look like. Now, my team has continued to grow in here. We got really lucky with some of the summons, and I've noticed with a few, even looking at Karuk, even looking at Tirok, there's a couple we can enlighten, but right now we are keeping our souls right now. And I do also have 1 cracked heart. I need to pick up a second one to build out Leah. But looking at heroes like Thorit, this is another one. So Thorit, I have Radiance. As you can see, we do have Thorit, which is the Elite Radiance. Overall, I'm using a very, very basic copy of Thorit, and it's working super well within the game mode. You don't have to have Thorit built out very high to be super effective. And of course, we can build up his mask a little bit. We got some more resources out of there. But anytime that we're building him up, of course, higher attack rating is going to constitute into other parts. Now, we've also picked up, of course, had Cyrus, but we got a copy of Salve, which we know was from the idols that we cracked. And then we also did get 2 copies of Phonica. And this is, of course, Radiance level 1. Well, we did pick up another copy of Phonica. Now, this one, I didn't realize that it is not Radiance at this point. Same with my copies of Thorit, same with my copies of a couple other heroes. So we're going to have to see exactly what it looks like. And the banner we have right now for summoning, and I know we have a ton of summoning stones, but the banner we have right here, I really wouldn't recommend. JD does okay, but I don't see a lot of places where she's being used really within that meta. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly what players get JD and where she works and what is coming essentially with free to play. So Fever is up right here, guys. So you can see 0 of 999. So Guild Inspiration, we are going to pop this up. Allies recovery is increased by 20. I like that one. I'm going to use a couple diamonds in here because, of course, ally recovery 3%. That could keep a lot of teammates alive. Now, remember, in Kraktos, we have a lot of really, really high-level players. This probably won't be, again, a difficult thing because we do have a lot of high-level players. Every 6 seconds, that could take out the poison. Right here, magical damage is increased by 50%, while physical is reduced by 25%. This could be massive for casters. I'm going to run this one in here. Don't know if it's ideal for everybody. And in the guild itself, we are putting the guild inspiration up 3 times a day. So we actually have specific times we're putting it up. I know there's probably guildies right now that are waiting for me to put this up. So let's go ahead and battle. And I actually have a checklist of the heroes that we're using in here just based on where they are. So I'm going to put up, and I dropped my checklist actually right on the floor. Don't know exactly where it went. Here it is. So we have Grizel in here and we have Tirok. So we'll do Grizel. We'll also do Tirok in here. I have Leah. And these, of course, are the heroes, Tarvos and then Thorit. So this is the build on how we're going to have these heroes. Now, remember, The closest hero in this scenario is going to be Thorit, which I'm wondering if I should put Leah. Let me try Leah up front. I'm wondering if we swap Leah in here, and then of course we put the rest of these heroes. Oh, I didn't put Leah up front. Sorry about that. So we'll do, but see, I don't like Leah up front because Leah is going to leave Grez up front as well, which again, I don't really like that. So I'm going to stick with the combination that we did have. And there we go. So these are the ones that I'm going to run. Now, of course, like I said, we are getting the magic buff out of here. Now, this is a very, very big RNG fight. So we're going to go in here. We're going to do the fight. I'm going to auto it. I'm just going to let it run and see where we're at. Now, remember, with that hardened skin ability, as you can see, Thorit is going to get the poison. Boom, it's poisoned right there. But looking at Tavros is kind of trying to stop the bleed or the effect that we're getting right there. We need another heal up before this goes down again. There's a little bit of a heal, and there's Tavros. Boom, there's the heal. So we broke through the shield, as you can see right there. Highest on Maya is 3.2 million. I'm hoping we can get a little bit higher. There's Thorit's ultimate ability, which again is throwing through and making our attacks go faster. There's the drain. We need Tavros's heal. Come on, Tavros. There's the heal. And there we go. So we start healing right back up and again, going through the rotation. There's Thorit's ultimate ability, allowing us to attack faster. Right through again. We also do have, remember with Thorit, the energy regeneration that he provides is very high in here as well. Everyone almost fully healed up again, which I'm wondering, there we go. There's another attack. Where's Tavros's heal? There it is. The heal is counteracting what we have going on. Gonna make sure, and we're gonna need that heal up next time. There we go. We're almost all healed, and the damage is going crazy. Now, also remember that we have Grizel that is buffing up Leah with the ultimate ability, getting a very, very big buff in there as well. And it looks like the heal is up from Tavros pretty early on this one. Makes me worried with what we're going to get because there is the ultimate ability again. Come on, Tavros. We need the big heal coming out. There was the ultimate ability. Basic attacks going very high in this one. Come on, we still have 18 seconds. I need the heal. There is the heal. Boom. So we got the ultimate. We got the heal. You can see the highest score is climbing in this one. Come on. It's Leah's attack is just massive when it comes to damage. And again, 6 more seconds in here, but there is the 4 million mark. 4.3. What do we end up with? 4.39? Look at that, 4.39 million. That, of course, gives us a lot of those scorpion hearts. Very, very cool. Now, remember, with the fever buff, we did not have the fever buff. That popped up the fever buff with the guild inspiration, allowing us to do what we did right there. Awesome to see that we put the damage out. That's very, very cool. Now, of course, this is up for all of the guildies for the next hour. I got to pop in Discord. I got to go ahead and pop it up, knowing that the fever and the guild inspiration is up for them. But guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.